Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of training, but today's a taper day. So when you see this video, Saturday's actually today, nearly as live as you can get. For reasons I'll go into another day, but for the next few days, it's gonna be live. So, what's on the plan today? So tomorrow morning, I'm doing a 25-mile time trial. So what I'm gonna do is take you through my taper ride this morning, then have a quick look at my bike setup for tomorrow, and then have a look at the course, how I'm gonna pace it, who else is on the start list, because there are some tasty names on there. That's basically it. So let's start with the session. The session is a 5-minute warm-up, which is what I'm doing now, and then 10 minutes zone 2, 8 minutes tempo zone 3, and then 2 times 5 minutes at threshold off a 4 minutes recovery. So those threshold blocks will really sort of just let me know how it's going to feel tomorrow, because a 25-mile time trial is pretty much a threshold effort, so we will see. I'm on race kit because I need to make sure it's all okay ahead of tomorrow. I've got a few changes to make before I start tomorrow, but nothing that's really going to affect drivetrain or anything, just making things lighter and faster. So yeah, let's get cracking on with the session. I've done the zone 2 tempo and the first 5 minutes threshold. I'm just going to call it there. I don't need to do another 5 minutes threshold. If I was feeling good, I'd do it, but if I'm honest, I feel absolutely rubbish. My heart rate is sky high, and it was yesterday as well. I did 2,500 on the bike yesterday, so maybe it's a bit of fatigue from that. Maybe it's the heat, but whatever it is, even now I'm doing like 100 watts, my heart rate's 120. That's like mid zone 2 for me. So I'm going to rest up today, get a nap, recover well, and just do what I can tomorrow. But when I was on the threshold interval, my heart rate was like, near max, so definitely need to adjust effort accordingly. But anyway, less of me whinging, let's get back, let's look at the bike and the course. So onto the bike setup. I'll get my face out of the way and I'll just run you through a few little time trial specific modifications I've made. So this is my bike, Planet X Set 2. I'm not going to talk through the whole specs, I did this in a previous video. That saddle looks like it's on a massive down slant. It isn't, it's only a little tiny angle when you sit on it. So let's start with drivetrain. I always make sure I run my NRG wax chain. This thing is stupidly fast, save watts, etc. If you want one of these, there is a link in the description down below for £10 off. I don't get anything from that, that is just me sharing a great product from a great company. Tyres, so I normally just run like box standard road tyres on the road. On the rear I'm going to be running a Continental Grand Prix TT tyre, and on the front a Continental GP Supersonic tyre. Why different tyres, different wheels, Daniel? Well, I've got the Supersonic one kicking around, and it is a bit faster than the GP TT. On the front wheel there's less weight, less likely to have a puncture, so a bit less rolling resistance, a bit lighter. Why not stick it on? I need all the marginal gains I can get. And then inside of the tyres I've got a latex inner tubes. This is the Vittoria latex tube. They're very fragile, a lot lighter than butyl tubes, the normal black ones that you normally might use on a normal bike, and they're also a lot less rolling resistance. Now, when I've been going to watch time trials in the last couple of weeks, I've noticed a few things that I have taken away and made adaptations. So if you look here at my middle of my stem, I don't know if you can see that or not, I basically used a little bit of gaffer tape and just smoothed that out. So normally obviously I'd have my stem sort of like face plate there, that's really rough and turbulent apparently, whereas you've put a bit of gaff tape on there. But a little bit of marginal gain might help a little bit, probably discounted by the fact that I'll use a front light, but I'm a bit adamant about always using a front light as well when you're traveling at hopefully 30 odd miles an hour. I could do it, people have seen I'm coming, and also I know I need to chop this stem. I just haven't had a chance to do it and I don't want to mess it up. Where else have I gaffer taped really unnecessarily? Now this is a one of the things that I think I saw Matt Bottrell do. If you look on the crank cap there, I've just taped up the crank cap and I've taped up the 2 bottle holder bolts. So, those things combined are probably a very marginal amount. However, I think it's all a bit of a mentality. Like if you think I'm gonna do everything I can to make this bike fast, a bit more positive mindset. So yeah, that is it, that is the bike. Gearing wise, I'm running 56, 44 and 11.26 at the back. That should be okay for tomorrow, there's not really any big hills. And that is it. I've gone a little bit wider for my TT setup recently. The pads, it's a lot more sustainable. The hand position's a bit wider as well. I run my Wahoo there so I can see my data. Favero Asioma pedals. And that is about it. If you've got any questions about the bike setup, please let me know down below and I will respond accordingly. Also got a rear light on as well, obviously, so you can be seen. Just baffling me how CTT make you wear a rear light, but they don't make you wear a helmet, but there you go. I'm also going to leave down below, there's a lot of links today, isn't there? I'm going to try and set up live tracking. So if you are interested, you're in bed tomorrow morning, you want to see me in pain, you should get live data from my ride, providing I remember to put Bluetooth on my phone, etc. 7:32 I start. You can click on the link down below and it should show you my speed, pace, power, heart rate, all of that should be live. So feel free to check that out, and if you are coming along, I mean, wow, it'll be awesome to get a shout on course or something, or somebody pop along and say hi. That'd be great. Let me know down below if you are as well. Let's have a look at who we're up against, shall we? Elizabeth, why are you always laid down? What on earth are you doing?
It's nap time.
Is it? What training have you done today?
6 mile run, 20 mile bike ride.
You go, girl.
Thanks.
Got a high five. Well done. And what's your excuse for not coming to this time trial tomorrow?
I've got more training to do.
Oh, you're a machine. Okay, well, thanks. Looking a little bit brown anyway.
Thank you.
Right, anyway, we need to go and look at the competitors for tomorrow, so see you later. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the course. Now, as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. It's just down the A1 for 12.5 miles, turn around and back. There are a few lumps. There's one there, looks about 9 miles, and then 2 little ones at the turn, and then 1 on the way back. And other than that, it looks pretty flat. Wind-wise, look at the wind direction. It's coming from the west, so it looks like potentially a bit of a cross head on the way out, and then a cross tail on the way back-ish. But these little bits, like the bit where you turn left, and obviously there you turn left as well, that's probably going to be headwind on the way back and tailwind on the way out. So a little bit of pacing differences to do. But if I'm honest, tomorrow's a bit of like a test day for me. So, you know, just to see how I ride at 25. I'm not by any means going to have a real specific target numbers to ride to. I'm just going to ride as hard as I can for an hour. So the CTT also do like a weekend preview sometimes. So the event they're talking about are... there's a professional road rider in this race, Ryan Christensen. He rides for, who does he ride for? Canyon DHB or Canyon Bloorhomes, whoever they are now, basically Canyon. So he's a pro. And there's also Ross Clark, Kieran Morris and Dean Robson, who have all said these are pretty strong people. So let's have a look at them, shall we? So you can look at their CTT profile. So Dean Robson, you can see his PBs, 47.45 for 25, 1 hour 46 for 50. So, you know, these are probably on different courses, and you can drill down to their exact results. So it's good to have a look at. So look at this Chris Bartley, who is supposed to be the guy who is the scratch rider. That means you're off last. That means you're either the defending champion or you're the quickest on paper. Yeah, 46.08 for 25 miles. And 134 for 50. That's not bad, is it? And then Ross Clark, I think he won the event last year or the year before. Again, very handy. So, and Kieran Morris. Yeah, basically, I'm going to try and not get too worried about it, but if I'm absolutely honest, I'm bricking it for tomorrow. This is my first event in months, and I feel quite nervous, so I'm going to try and calm down this afternoon and not think about it, and just give it some welly tomorrow. So thanks for all the support for people who have said good luck already. If those who said they're going to come along do come along, that's absolutely awesome. I'll be happy to chat before or after, or give me a shout on course. That'd be incredible. As I said earlier, I'll leave the link down below for my Wahoo live track. That should work. It might not though. But if not, I'll have a video up tomorrow evening with hopefully talking about a decent day out and a decent test over 25 miles. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM.